Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is good to have you on board. A special welcome to you who is joining us for the first time. It is good to have you on board as well. Now in this channel, we are about owning our stories, the good and the bad, and just embracing and honoring the process of becoming our best selves, becoming all that we are desiring to become, just appreciating the stories and the experiences that we go through as we are working towards achieving our goals. Now today I want to talk about something that I find interesting and something that I want to believe all of us are or have been at one point guilty of it. Today I want to talk about comparative suffering. Comparative suffering is what I believe it's one of the things that gets in the way of us owning our stories and just honoring our suffering. Comparative suffering is basically ranking suffering. It is comparing our struggles to other people's struggles. It is about who's having it hard the most. Brene Brown, who you guys should know that I'm a big fan of as well, talks about comparative suffering as, when we dismiss our own pain, our own suffering, because there's someone out there who is suffering more than we are. And so why am I even crying about this? To make an example, classic example, I'm out here crying about failing exams. And whilst I'm in that process, I'm like, what are you even crying about? There's someone out there, or there are people out there who are suffering or who are grieving the loss of a loved one. So girl, just be grateful that we are funda, because abanye abantu banento ezinkulu ezisafrishayo. And Brene Brown says that mentality, of comparative suffering comes from, number one, not practicing empathy with ourselves, or thinking it's okay for us to practice empathy with other people but not ourselves, or if there's not enough empathy in the world. I can't be in my moment and acknowledge that, hey, I'm failing exams and this is really hitting me hard. This is such a mountain for me. But I'm also acknowledging that someone else has a struggle. Having that heart when someone else comes to me and shares their own suffering, and I'm able to also put myself in those people's shoes and feel what they're feeling. I've really come to learn and appreciate that truly our struggles are what makes us unique. The struggle itself may not be unique, but how and when it happens to you and how you go about dealing with that struggle is what makes you unique. As I saw a post on Instagram the other day, and the person was saying, I'm not going to quote the exact words. I can't even remember the exact words. But basically the quote was saying, if you were to go through a day in my life, or if you were to go through the things that I have gone through, you would probably die or you wouldn't make it. And that is 100% true. That moment when you are chatting to someone and they're telling you about their story, and you look at them and you're like, how did you make it? How are you still alive after going through all of that, and we would usually end that by saying, Sana, if ibindim lo owenzeka lonto ngendafa. Truth is, mhlambi ngewafa nyana, because that was not meant for you. That struggle was not meant for you. It is their struggle. You have your own struggles that you need to honor. You have your own struggle. Like Ubawo, again, it's really amazing that he looks at me and he knows what I can be. And that scripture, I think it's 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13, that talks about how God will not give us things that are beyond our capacity to bear, because He knows us. And the struggles that He allows us to go through are struggles that have a specific purpose, a specific thing to address, either helping us to grow or helping us to, take stock of our lives and just fix those things, or even to prepare us, for even greater struggles. All pain is pain, all suffering is suffering, all struggles are valid. We're not in a business of comparing who has it harder. Each one of us has been allotted their fair share of unique struggles. And the purpose is to go through those struggles and hopefully come out on the other side more refined. And again, as we go through our own struggles, we are to leave a space to accommodate others' struggles, to practice empathy towards others. The only people that are actually allowed to compare are unnatural persons. And unnatural persons are businesses. They need to look at what their neighbors are doing, because that's how they thrive. That's how they stay competitive. But you and I, we're not businesses. We are not in a competition. We are going through life, and as we're going through life, we are here to make connections and just live together and honor our own struggle and practice, once again, empathy towards others' struggles. I hope I made sense. I feel like I said unique and struggle a lot in this video, but yeah, I hope that you do get the gist of my message and try and practice empathy towards yourself first before you can even go on and extend empathy towards other people. Thank you once again for taking your time and watching my video through the end. Have yourself an amazing day and live a good life. Cheers to empathy to ourselves and cheers to empathy to others. Bye. See you on the flip side.